If you are under the age of 18 and you are watching this video, please stop now. This content is not intended for you. Hey everybody, it's Tamika. I am here with a new series because I like I like doing things in multiples, obviously, and I want to put it all in one little box, so I'm going to name it a series, and it's going to be called Silhouette Snippets. Now, I own a Silhouette Cameo and a Cameo 4, what I just got for Christmas, but you can also find these same type of projects using your Cricut and your Cricut Design Studio and all that, something comparable too. So the premise behind this is to, one, bring SVG files that I have fallen or refallen in love with after I have purchased them, even if they're small or large, aside from the 2020 Off the Page collaboration. Like, those are made for bigger projects, bigger 3D projects, but there are so many 2D SVG files and smaller 3D files that I've clicked and purchased, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I could do a little, you know, like these cute little gable boxes that I fell in love with, just a bunch of stuff. So my hope is to go through some of those files. Again, I have over 5,000 files in my little library. So throughout the year, I am hoping to do a silhouette snippet. At least I'm going to aim for 4 times a month. Every Sunday is what I'm going to aim for, but more likely every other Sunday. And it's just bringing you an SVG file. I'm going to answer like a few questions about it, show it like an in and out type of video, less than, you know, just a few minutes, less than 10 minutes. So this is just the first one, kind of an introductory of the rest of the videos, but hoping to bring attention to using the stuff you have on hand, your stash, shopping your stash, and your digital cutting. Even you can use your dies and stuff for this. So I don't have a whole bunch of dies, so I can't do that with the dies. I don't have a bunch of 3D dies to do this, but I definitely have SVG. So hopefully this encourages you to go through your digital stash, go through your die stash, whether you use a Silhouette Cameo or a Cricut, what have you, just to enjoy those SVG files that we clicked. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you the items that I use to decorate my project, and then I'll show you the project, answer a couple questions, and I'm out of here. So that's going to be the template from now on. I'm going to show you what I use, answer the questions, show you the project, and we're out. All right? So I won't keep you long, basically. So welcome to the first episode of Silhouette Snippets. So for this project, I used some gold flowers. I don't know where they came from. You can spray paint your own gold flowers, but if I find some, I'll put some down below in the description box where you can find your own. I also use these little Christmas balls, one's in gold and one's in white. I use these tiny little white paper flowers. I don't have any more of this paper left, but it's a Recollections glitter cardstock. It's a super pretty fine gold. Everything I cut with my Silhouette Cameo, of course. I used acetate, my favorite. I have 2 favorites. This is one of my 2 favorites. Acetate, this is a 12 by 12. That will be, as always, linked down below in the description box. I used a sentiment from this Mente Papers Harmony collection, which I absolutely love. This chipboard adhesive sheet. I use some 1/8 inch red line tape, and I wonder, why do I buy tape so little for projects like these? This came in handy. This is part of the project that I didn't use, but it's super cute. Put that off to the side. I use this butterfly punch, this butterfly punch, and this spray punch. All of these are old and by Martha Stewart. So here is my jar. It is so cute. I love it. I love how the acetate windows shine through. I mean, it is just a cute replica of a mason jar. That's the underneath, acetate down there. I decorated it. There's the punches, the little balls, and the flowers. I use the punches for the butterflies to cascade kind of at a right angle. More of these punches over here. The sentiments popped up on dimensionals. I love it. Have a little popped out at the top. And then that gold glitter cardstock just shines on here. I just love the layer. It looks just like a mason jar. Super cute. That's the inside. I mean, I love it. It's so cute. I've had this file in my stash for a long time. Oh, I'm going to make that. Oh, I'm going to make it. And it just sat there. And then yep, here it is. So I love it. I hope you guys do too. So let me answer some questions about this project. This is obviously a 3D mason jar. I resized it. The file comes smaller, like 3.5 by 3.5 by 4.5. I resized it to maximize the mats that I was using, the 12 by 12. So I got a little larger, so it's about 4.5 by 5 3/4, somewhere around there. So I really, yeah, I wanted it to be just a little bit bigger. And level of complexity, it's not hard to put together. It's not very many mats. I used 2 sheets of 12 by 12, or 2.5 sheets of 12 by 12 cardstock because I cut extra layers. And I used the 1 gold 12 by 12 glitter cardstock. And there's directions on her blog of how to put it together. You kind of get caught up a little bit around doing this bevel, but just read the directions and look at the pictures closely, maybe a couple times, and you'll be able to get it. So things you should know: the file, when it's transferred over, it doesn't tell you how many to cut, nor does it tell you as far as the acetate windows, but just know there are 4. She gives you one of this size, one of this size, one of this size, but just know you should cut 4 of each. Just kind of look at it and be like, wait, I need more than 1 window. But most SVG files say cut 4, cut 2, cut this. On this file, she didn't. So just look at the amount of acetate extra pieces that you need to cut. And then tips, there are no tips that I have for this. Besides, I would use double-sided tape to put it together, and not hot glue for it. I would use double-sided and wet glue. But yeah, I really, really love this. It's super cute. And I was initially going to, I like to be functional. I just don't like to make stuff for no reason. I was initially going to use them to put my bag of miscellaneous doodads in, and they all could fit. This whole bag, I poured in there, and they could fit. If I'm going to be using this is paper. I mean, it's sturdy. I would say I'm going to sit this on the counter on my desk area, put all the doodads in here. But every time I'd have to pour it out, look through the doodads, fish through, and this is not the appropriate vessel for that. So I'm gonna have to make something else for this. So we're gonna come back to that at a later time. But what I can put in there are my laces. I have a little drawer that I got from the Dollar Tree. Those little 3 stack drawers you pull out, and these were all shoved in those. So, and I will go through them and, filter through what I want. But I decided to use these laces to put into this jar and sit it right in front. Side note, this does come with a file. It says Sweet Harvest, and it kind of fits like that on a mason jar. But I didn't want that on there because I wanted to use this chipboard piece. So, yeah, I can fit all of these in here, and then it will just look lovely sitting on my desk. These are like tiny, aside from this long piece, but these are like just pretty little lace bits that I can use on a project if I'm looking for something. And it's just a good way to display them. They're right in my face. I can see them, and they're just super cute. I have this one sitting right on top. Boom. Done. Now, does that not look super cute on your table? It's so cute. I love it. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me on the very first episode of Silhouette Snippets. I hope you guys do continue to join me every Sunday. No, I'm not going to say every Sunday, every other, or on Sundays is what I'm trying to. Of course, today's Monday. So, and maybe look through your stash and do the same thing so we can do it together. I'll see you on Sunday with your version of Silhouette Snippets. Like this video if you like it, guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. Leave a comment down below. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.